My name is Toncho, and today we're talking about Van Helsing, Season 3, Episode 9, Loud Love. Ooh! Everybody's favorite bromance happening live. It is Flesh or Phil, and Julius. Yes, Julius was waiting for Phil because, fingers crossed everybody, we didn't know if Flesh was dead. We didn't know if the impact of the fall killed him. And to our surprise, it did not. And to Julius' surprise either, because he was waiting right there in the morgue. How romantic. And Julius gave Phil a good talking to, right? He's like, look, I'm done with your crap. I'm basically at the end of my rope with you. I owe you a lot, though, because I brought all this pain upon you. So Julius has a lot basically to make up for. That's what he's following Phil around. But Phil had a change of heart. I guess the heart shifted a little when he fell off the building because he wants to find his wife. That, guys, will take us to today's props. So I gotta give some props to all the extras, all the people who had small talking roles, all the San Franciscoans in Van Helsing, right? All these actors who are very, very big jerks, guys. San Francisco is full of jerks. I gotta give a big shout out to all the actors who helped bring this San Francisco to life on Van Helsing. I don't know what's wrong with San Francisco. Maybe it's the apocalypse. Everybody you encounter in San Francisco is rude.
Do you suspect that she thinks you're dead and reverted to her maiden name in hopes to take another?
No, this is a haven. That place is a hellhole. We're done here.
My lord,
You should have kept your mouth shut.
You haven't paid off your debt.
That's why it felt so good when Phil was taking them out, right? Just Phil was basically showing them mercy. No mercy, actually. He was just being vicious. And that's why we loved it so much, because San Francisco is full of jerks. So I got to give a big proppy shout out to all those actors who brought San Francisco to life. Another big shout out, guys, to the makeup hair department. The makeup, also wardrobe department, the wardrobe, makeup, and hair. This is a vampire show after all. And the people who bring these vampires to life, the people who give Scab and Ivory this vampire look along with all our vampires on the show, big shout out to them. This is a vampire show, and I think the makeup is always on point. And I love the whole part today, basically. In this episode, we had a whole Eminem video happen, right? You got it with the music, the moment, you never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow, because Ivory and Scab have their hoodies on, right? It looked like an Eminem video, basically. And I really like this scene. The action was awesome. Ivory is such a badass. Did you see that whole, when the knife was spinning, it was just rotating? Awesome action in this episode. I really like the action in this episode. So I also like the chemistry between Ivory and Scab. Ivory's very abusive, y'all. There's an abusive relationship happening here. But Scab, he loves it. He's just looking, oh, Ivory, what do you think? What do you think, Ivory? Ivory is the new Julius. And it's so fitting because, remember, Julius was the top dog to Scab's underling. So now that Scab had a chance to get back at Julius, just like Flesh, Scab has a lot that he owes to Julius. And I mean bad things. That's why Scab was so happy to be able to inflict that pain upon Julius when he captures Julius' new love interest. That's why he was so happy to get her, right? And to turn her, to just show Julius that pain, because Julius was a really crabby boss. I'm not sure if you guys remember when Julius was a vampire. He was horrible, y'all. There's a reason that Phil and Scab have it in for him, and now the tables have turned, and Scab now has the power because he's rolling with Ivory, and they're 100 sisters strong. So payback is a bitch, Julius. I'm sorry. And so, Julius is such a nice character, y'all. We really like Julius' character. And speaking of nice, we gotta give props to Axel. Axel not only brought the whole refugee group to San Francisco, and it went to a shit show, but it's not Axel's fault that it became a shit show. It's not. Axel did his job. He even delivered a baby. Come on. Axel, 100 points for this episode. And he was smart enough to leave before everything went to hell, right? So Axel delivered Kit's baby. He gave it to Barry. And a question here, guys. How is Barry feeding this baby? Is Barry lactating? Do they have formula? Is anybody asking himself, how is Barry feeding Kit's baby, who's also named Kit? That's a question that goes out to you guys out there. Let's definitely check in on our favorite couple, Jolene and the Doc. And I gotta admit it, guys, come on. These two are always in trouble. They're always finding trouble. The Doc is always finding trouble. Jolene and the Doc are the perfect couple. And it was how long, really? Think about it. It was what, a couple hours? The way that the Doc embraced her through those bars, like, Jolene, I missed you so much. It was a couple of hours that had gone by. It was crazy, right? but it seemed like it'd been years the way they were interacting behind the bars. It was a couple of hours. Come on, Doc. And on top of that, you killed that lady. You figured it out. Too bad though, because Jolene is headed to basically the rock of this universe. He's heading to this island which shows no love, and Phil's headed there too. So I think we're gonna learn a lot more about what this new locale has for us. If you guys have learned anything from watching Van Helsing, is that the group doesn't stay anywhere for too long. The first season was the only time that they stayed somewhere for a while, right? And that was pretty cool with Axel defending that first location, the hospital. But the group, whenever the group gets somewhere, it goes to caca, and it happened here in this episode. And now we're going to a new location. Hopefully, we catch up with Vanessa and Scarlett, and we find out what's happening with Sam. We didn't see Sam in this episode. We know he's up to no good, obviously. Sam and Muhammad. But we saw a lot of action, a lot of things developed in this episode. What do you guys think about this episode? Put it in the comments right there. And as always, guys, I had a good time watching this one. Make sure to retweet Renew Van Helsing, right? Van Helsing only got 3 more episodes to go. Shout out to my man Bloody Jacobs for letting us know. Also, we gotta renew, we gotta make a lot of noise in Van Helsing, guys. We gotta make a lot of noise. Shout out to the cast for all the love they show me on Twitter and here. Big shout out to the actor that portrays Scab. You guys are the best. And as always, guys, Tone Show out. Woo!
And subscribe for more Tone Show.
Good coffee.